By embracing a more participatory approach, we can create an environment that values the unique voices and contributions of each student. This shift will ultimately lead to a more enriching and equitable learning experience. Next, we will discuss the fundamental question of whether art can in fact be taught or not. For this discussion, we have two esteemed guests joining us, artist Andy Warhol and art theorist Paul Christoller. In life, Andy was an American artist, who died on February 22, 1987 after experiencing complications after undergoing a routine gallbladder operation. And Paul was prominent German-American philosopher and historian of philosophy who died of natural causes in June 7, 1999 at the age of 94. Andy, Paul, thank you for being here. Let's dive right into the debate.
Thank you, David. In my work, Modern System of the Arts, I propose that while the crafts and technical skills associated with art can be taught, art itself, in its most profound and original form, cannot be taught. Artistic creation stems from an individual's unique vision and inner creativity, which cannot be replicated through instruction alone.
I think art can definitely be taught. You just need to show students how to copy images of celebrities from magazines and make kitsch works that appeal to popular culture. It's all about meeting the demands of the audience and making art that resonates with them. It doesn't have to be original.
Andy, with all due respect, I strongly disagree. Art is not merely about copying images or creating works that cater to popular culture. It's about personal expression, pushing boundaries, and challenging conventional norms. True art is rooted in originality and the artist's unique perspective.
Well, I think art is what you can get away with, and copying images is one way to do it. I've found success in embracing popular culture and mass production techniques. It's accessible, relatable, and it speaks to the masses.
But Andy, art should transcend mere imitation. It should be a manifestation of individual creativity and intellectual depth. Copying images may have its place, but it cannot define the entirety of artistic practice. Art should provoke thought, evoke emotions, and offer new insights into the human experience.
Gentlemen, let's take a moment to calm the discussion. I understand that you both have differing opinions, but it's important to maintain a respectful dialogue. Andy, while your perspective centers on embracing popular culture and replication, Paul emphasizes the importance of originality and personal expression in art. Is there any common ground between your viewpoints?
I guess we can agree that art is subjective, and everyone has their own approach. My method might not align with traditional notions of art, but it has its own validity and appeal. Some may find value in it.
Thank you both for sharing your perspectives, even if they diverge. It's clear that there are differing opinions on whether art can be taught and what constitutes its essence. As with many debates, finding common ground can be challenging, but it's through respectful dialogue that we can gain a deeper understanding of the complexities surrounding art and its education. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now turn the attention of our discussion towards the future of education. Today, we have a very special guest with us, the renowned philosopher and educational reformer, John Dewey. Welcome, Mr. Dewey. Mr. Dewey, as we know, technology is advancing rapidly, and one of the latest developments is artificial intelligence. What are your thoughts on the implications of this technology for education?
Thank you, David. It's a pleasure to be here. Well, David, artificial intelligence certainly has the potential to impact education in significant ways. In my research on constructivist education, I emphasize the importance of active learning and the learner's role in constructing knowledge. Siemens' theory of connectivism also highlights the role of networks and technology in learning. With the advent of artificial intelligence, we have new tools to facilitate and enhance this process. AI can provide personalized learning experiences, adapt to individual needs, and help students explore and discover knowledge in a more interactive manner.
That's fascinating, Mr. Dewey. It seems like AI can offer many advantages in education. But are there any drawbacks or concerns you have regarding the integration of AI technology in the classroom?
Absolutely, David. While there are benefits, we must also approach the use of AI in education with caution. One concern is the potential for a reduction in human interaction and the development of critical social and emotional skills. AI should be seen as a tool that complements and enhances the educational experience, not as a substitute for human teachers and meaningful face-to-face interactions. Additionally, we need to ensure that the algorithms and data used by AI systems are unbiased and do not reinforce existing inequalities or limit students' opportunities for diverse learning experiences.
Thank you, Mr. Dewey, for sharing your insights. Now, focusing specifically on creative subjects like art, how do you think artificial intelligence might affect the teaching and learning in these areas? Can AI bots replace art teachers or lectures?
The teaching of creative subjects, such as art, relies heavily on human interaction, mentorship, and the exploration of individual expression. While AI can offer valuable tools and resources for students to experiment with different techniques and styles, I believe that the role of the art teacher goes beyond technical guidance. Art teachers foster a nurturing and supportive environment that encourages self-expression, critical thinking, and the development of an artistic voice. AI bots may provide assistance, but they cannot replace the guidance, expertise, and personal connection that an art teacher brings to the classroom. As for lectures, AI can certainly help augment traditional forms of instruction by providing access to a broader range of artistic examples, historical context, and interdisciplinary connections. However, it's important to strike a balance and not solely rely on AI-generated content. The art teacher's role in facilitating discussions, promoting critical analysis, and encouraging creativity remains crucial in art education.
And next up on the show, we have the privilege of having Maria Montessori with us, a renowned educator known for her groundbreaking work in the Montessori method. Welcome, Maria. We would love to hear your thoughts on the use of artificial intelligence as a creative tool in education. How do you see its potential?
Thank you for having me. The emergence of artificial intelligence as a creative tool is undoubtedly fascinating. It opens up new possibilities for engaging students in the learning process. When it comes to AI and creativity, I am reminded of the work of Ahmed El-Gamel, who developed a machine that creates original artwork. This highlights the capacity of AI to generate innovative and unique artistic expressions.
That's intriguing, Maria. Considering the potential of AI in enhancing artistic skills, what are your views on how artificial intelligence can benefit students in developing their artistic abilities?
It is a compelling question. Artificial intelligence has the potential to play a supportive role in the development of artistic skills. Cynthia Brazil, a researcher in the field of social robotics, has explored the use of AI as a tool for interactive and personalized learning experiences. By incorporating AI technologies into art education, students can receive tailored feedback and guidance, allowing them to refine their skills and explore their creativity in new ways.
Now, moving on to a significant aspect of education, do you believe that artificial intelligence holds the potential to democratize access to art education, as many theorists have claimed?
The democratization of access to art education is a goal that resonates deeply with me. Artificial intelligence has the capacity to bridge gaps and expand access to art education. By utilizing AI tools and platforms, students from various backgrounds can engage in artistic exploration and receive guidance that was previously limited to specific institutions or individuals. However, it is important to ensure that AI is used in a manner that maintains the integrity and individuality of artistic expression, without stifling creativity or reducing the human connection that is fundamental to art education.
Thank you, Maria, for sharing your insights on the role of artificial intelligence in art education. Your perspective provides valuable considerations for the integration of AI as a creative tool while keeping the essence of artistic development and inclusive education intact. Last on the show, we have a very special guest to help us wrap up our discussion, French artist and intellectual Marcel Duchamp. Duchamp challenged traditional notions of art and redefined the boundaries of creativity with his innovative and provocative works. He is best known for his concept of ready-mades, everyday objects transformed into art simply through the act of selection and presentation. He continued to push artistic boundaries until his death on October 2, 1968, as a result of heart failure. Once more, it is a privilege to have your artificial intelligence-generated self incarnated here tonight for communion with our living audience. Welcome, Marcel Duchamp.
So, I am the one to wrap this debate up? No, no, no. There is no conclusion to this debate. Do not expect a conclusive statement from me. I am no teacher. You should think for yourself and reflect upon what has been said in this conference and draw your own conclusions. When we think about artificial intelligence, we should first look at ourselves. We have used up every trope, exhausted every niche in the market, and now all we have left is to rehash and repeat old ideas and forms into so-called new expressions. What is the difference between our human brain and that of a machine? Our so-called creativity is just a result of combining a limited range ready-made elements into different configurations. Now, a machine can do this quicker and more effectively than a human mind. It is natural that human beings will try to safeguard their belief in the intelligence and uniqueness of their own species. The fact is, though, that what we are facing here in the future is an existential crisis. Many people can see this and are resistant to change. Throughout history, new technologies have often faced resistance and skepticism before ultimately being embraced by society. The reluctance to accept artificial intelligence, AI, is not dissimilar to the initial resistance encountered by personal computers and other groundbreaking technologies of the past. In an era increasingly saturated with images, our concepts of creativity must be revised. The modernist and even postmodernist obsession with new movements, new visual languages has long come to an end. And yet the obsession remains, in absence even of genuine belief. After all, what else is left at the bottom of this cultural melting pot? What scraps and novel forms remain for the aspiring art student to latch onto, to guard and claim as his own expression? The heart of the artist is poured into his work for the sake of a few months or years of trending, or at best so he can become himself an institution. What is the significance? Our society is flooded with images. To be amongst the dominant images, to be the top hit. Is that the goal? Our society has a dependency issue. We are addicts with an insatiable appetite for consuming and then, of course, quickly discarding. Ever more ravenous in our appetite. Yes, contemporary art is the ultimate expression of a consumer-driven ideology towards art-making. What is the role of the art teacher here? To get students a degree? To help them cater their work to the dominant language of contemporary art? Look at the widespread prevalence of art portfolio services with their product-oriented methods towards guaranteeing admission to art schools. Art education has been reduced to a practice of code cracking. The teacher needn't inspire creativity anymore, he need only establish parameters of acceptable and non-acceptable expression in accordance with the dominant aesthetics and values of the contemporary art machine. Productivity within art is at its highest rate of export in human history. Do we think of this as a renaissance? Of course not. Artificial intelligence will only serve to accelerate this process, this psychological flood of information. Voices trying to assert their importance. The more images produced, the less significance each individual one has. The art market is a machine, a printer, the ultimate fabricator of mass-produced idiosyncrasies, each with its own raw human element, true, but reduced to a subservient status. Needing appraisal, hungering to rise within the ranks of this oppressive system, with his ultimate destination to acquire for himself the status of oppressor. And with artificial intelligence technologies, as we are confronted with exponentially more images, we too are transformed into an extension of the machine, as high-density information processors. I say, why not let artificial intelligence take over the production process? Save us from this consumption machine.
Thank you, Marcel Duchamp, for sharing your profound insights on the integration of AI in art education. Your thought-provoking views have challenged our perceptions of creativity and shed light on the complex dynamics between artists and the demands of consumer-driven art institutions. We are truly honored to have had your contribution tonight. And, ladies and gentlemen, the hour is late and our conference has reached its conclusion. And now, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to each and every one of you, our valued audience, for joining us in this thought-provoking event. Your presence and engagement have enriched our discussions and made this evening truly remarkable. Lastly, we extend our deepest gratitude to our esteemed guest speakers. Their wisdom and presence have added a unique and ethereal dimension to our conference. As we bid them farewell, may their souls rest in peace, knowing that their contributions will continue to inspire and guide us on our educational journey. Thank you all for being a part of this extraordinary evening.